YouTube, how's it going? I'm sorry if the volume on this isn't all that great because I'm having to use my little action camera because my cell phone is like almost dead, so it's not even charged. But anyways, it's been a while. It's been about 3 weeks or so. Been busy doing a lot of other stuff around here and family things and all that, you know. But about 2 months ago, okay, this is different. This has not got nothing to do with the 63. This is just another one of my own little tinkering things. And so I went to see my mom and my sister, and she had been cleaning out a bunch of old sheds and stuff that she got in the back, and she gave me a bucket with a bunch of rusted old tools, wrenches and sockets and stuff like that. And she knows that I would not dare throw away any kind of tools, you know, but they were pretty rusted and everything. So 3 days ago I went ahead and dug into them to get them out of the way, get it all finally done. And let me show you what I do, okay? So what I did with one bucket, okay, I mixed this here, let me turn the camera around. Okay, so what I did is I mixed some carburetor cleaner with some PB Blaster, okay, and threw it in this bucket. Kind of evaporated somewhat. All right, and what I also did first is I wire brushed them as much as I could, so they came out pretty clean. They were pretty bad. The second one, brace yourself. This next bucket or cup is just strictly nothing but white vinegar, okay? And after 3 days of soaking in vinegar, you can see all the rust is just literally come off of these wrenches and stuff. Look at this. That was smothered in rust. I wish I would have took some before and after. There's a ratchet. But look at that. You can see all the rust had just like literally just peeled off of the, okay? Look at how dirty that is, okay? Now, the other one, let me get a hook here because I haven't got my gloves on yet, and I'm not about to put my hands in there. This one here is literally pure rust, okay? Look at all this rust up here. Look at that. It's like foam, okay? And that's just pure vinegar, white distilled vinegar, okay? Let's see if I can get one of these. Yeah. And these were like beyond trying to wire brush them, okay? Look at that, okay? And we got my bucket of water here to rinse it out in. All right, and there you have it. As you can see, there's still some rust on it, but that'll come off. Trust me. I've used like a scouring pad, you know, but that's how. This is worse though. This was literally black because you couldn't even, it was so rusted. Okay, like this one here. All right, let's pour this in here. This one was the worst one out of all of them. Okay, look at that. Okay, so let me go ahead and get my gloves on and my shirt so I don't splash all over my t-shirt, and I'll show you what we're doing. Okay, so let's move these out of the way here. Anyways, let me explain something. The reason I put these in PB Blaster and carburetor cleaner after I wire brushed them is because these are ratchet. Okay, these are ratchet wrenches, and I'm hoping they're frozen through, but yeah, it feels like it might be coming loose, but I think the bearings in here are also rusted through, and I'm hoping that maybe that would break it up so I could actually use the ratchet itself. Eventually I'll be able to break it, but it doesn't seem like a PB Blaster worked. And then on the other ones, I put them in vinegar to break up the rust, and hopefully that works. Well, let's go ahead and do this nasty one here that I had. Get this out of the way so you can see. Okay. Look at that. That's just literally rust. It's crazy. Okay. I mean, if you would have seen it before I put it in that, you would think, nah, you should just throw that away. But look at that, you know. Use this little wire brush here real quick. And, you know, of course, there's going to be some pitting and all that. You know, I mean, apparently they've been sitting there for a while in a bucket of water. You know, in the mom's house. I mean, they got literally hit up by the elements. As you can see, that's a 3/4 inch. Okay, and it's see what brand this is here. Marsh. Oh no, I take that back. Mastercraft. That's a Mastercraft wrench. Okay. Looks like that's about as far as we're going to get with that. I'll hit it with the, look at that, that's rust. That is like pure rust. Yeah, this one was the worst one out of all of them. So I should have just saved this one for last, but I want to show you guys that soaking these in 3 days in just plain distilled vinegar, you know, 100% vinegar. Don't get none of the 3% or nothing like that. You know, just use pure vinegar. It'll eat that rust up. I mean, look at that. It looks like foam. Okay. So you know what? I'm going to put my, I'll be right with you because I'm going to put my wire brush onto my drill and we'll see how that goes. Okay, now that I have my drill with my wire brush, let's see how much more we can get this thing cleaned up. Let me move this rinse bucket, move that out of the way. Still a functional tool. Okay, before. And here's the aftermath of all the rusted tools. Nasty. So here's my cache of tools. All clean, rust free, pitted, but rust free. On sockets. And that's what I got. Okay, so as I was saying, I'm going to go ahead and make it short. I make, that if any of you guys get, if somebody gives you, like, say, a box of rusted tools, or say you go to a yard sale and somebody's selling a box of tools, that maybe their dad or their husband or somebody had, and has either left them there and don't want them no more, or passed away or whatever, and you open it up and there's rusted tools in there, don't get discouraged. Rust don't mean nothing. Okay, all it means is it's been sitting there for a while. All right, look at how many times archaeologists dig up articles from like 1,000 years ago, and they clean it up and it looks brand new. Same thing here. Okay, you got tools that have rust on them and everything, okay. For the metal, I cleaned a lot of parts of my truck like this. Some of the hinges and stuff, some of the smaller nuts and bolts and stuff for my 63 that I'm doing the restoration on. this is how I cleaned a lot of the parts to it. You know, just put them in a bucket or in a little cup or however big the item is, you know, and put it in pure vinegar. Okay, just pure. Either it could be distilled vinegar, it could be regular vinegar, just as long as it's 100% vinegar. And that leave in there for 2 or 3 days. Okay, and you saw what it looked like. That, I mean, it eats that rust up. Okay, and then you just wire brush it, either with your drill or hand wire brush. You know, I've got these 3 right here. You know, use a scouring pad. You know, and just clean it up, and you'll have yourself a functional tool. You know, I mean, granted, like I said, you know, the ones that are ratchet and stuff like that, got to do a little extra because you don't know what shape the bearings on the inside of that ratchet is, but you know, eventually it'll come around. But if you got a regular tool like this, I mean, look at this. This thing was black in rust. It wasn't even brown rust. It was like black already, and it cleaned up well. It's a 3/4 inch. Got me a 3/4 inch wrench. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this little hack of a video on how to use vinegar to clean tools, you know, and hope it was useful and helpful and all the other good stuff. And I appreciate, you know, the subscriptions and the likes and the comments and all that and everything. And like I said, if anybody has any idea of how to further try to loosen up those bearings inside those ratchets, I'd be more than happy to hear from you. But anyways, y'all have another great day and all that. And thanks for joining me at the Old Farts Garage. And we'll see you next time. God bless.